Hi there and welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to talk about how to export a set of textures to go into Unreal Engine 4 from Quixel Suite DDO. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got a car here and I've got it all textured and it's all ready to be exported. So basically what I want to do is on the panel here, I want to open the exporter. I want to navigate to the path, and I'm going to use two different types of paths on this tutorial. So firstly, I'm going to look into the drop box, the exports target, and we're going to drop this box down. I'm going to choose the one we want. So in this case, we're going to choose UE4. And what this will do is it will export all the maps assigned to the model. So basically, it will export the roughness, the metallic, the ambient occlusion, the normal map, and the albedo map. So we'll give it a name, call it whatever map you want, and I'm just going to export PNGs. You could choose a different type or mix types up, such as using JPEGs or PNGs together. But what we're going to do is just leave it as it is, and we're going to export materials. So we'll just wait for that to export. And there we go. So I've exported into here, and you'll notice here we've got an albedo, we've got an AO map, we've got a metallic map, we've got a normal, and we've got the roughness. So basically they're all separate maps, which can be quite costly, and you can see obviously by using a PNG file, they're quite a big file. So what we'll do is we'll just drag these ones into UE4. Okay, so this time we're going to export straight into the RMA Packed. We'll just go to the desktop and have a look for the audio that I've created, RMA Packed. So we'll do exactly the same again. The only thing that will change is we'll change the export target. So we'll change that into RMA Packed, which is that one, and we'll export again. And the export is finished. So now we can close this down. So this time you'll notice if we're going to RMA Packed, it's only done 3 texture maps, and of course it's exported the OBJ. So now we're going to take a look at the well, it's been called a reflection map, and we'll look at this in Photoshop. But before we do, let's just compare the two texture set. So you've got on the top here, you've got the RMA Packed, and you can see that the total textures add up to 21.6 megabytes, whereas the UE4 separate textures add up to 27 megabytes. So we're back in Photoshop, and I've closed everything else down. So let's just break this down and have a look at what's actually going on here. So over here in the panel where you've got layers and channels, select the channels, and the reason it's called RMA is because on the first channel that isn't the RGB channel, so the red channel, this contains the roughness. The green channel contains the metallic, and the blue channel contains the ambient occlusion. So that would be R for roughness, M for metallic, and A for ambient occlusion. So obviously by using these channels, DDO has packed them all together to save on memory and basically have easier to create materials. So let's go over to Unreal now and import all these materials and set them up. So we're in Unreal. I've opened a new project, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my folders here. I'm going to drag them straight into the editor. So I'm going to take the RMA Packed, drag that one in, and say import all. And I'm going to take the other one. So I'll go back into back up a level. I'll take the other one. So just the UE4 one, and I'll import that in. And again, import all. So let's go ahead and set this up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab the static mesh and we're just going to drag it into the scene. And I exported it on a different axis, so I'll just rotate that. Apologies for that. So we'll just put that one there. So when we imported all the maps and the mesh, it created a material. So we'll open that one up. And basically, we can delete this colour here. And here's the material. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select our materials one by one and just drag them onto this material. Sorry, we'll select the textures one by one. So Albedo, just drop it there. And then we've got Ambient Occlusion. And then we've got Metallic. And then we've got Normal Map. And we've got a Roughness. So let's hook these up. So pretty simple, starting at the top, the base colour goes to the Albedo. This one is the Roughness. This one is, you can see down here, this one's a Metallic. This one is the Normal Map. And this one is the Ambient Occlusion. So that's that one set up. All we need to do is click Save. So that will apply it and save it. And there you see it's on the model. All's looking fine, no problem at all. So let's go up a level. So that's the default materials as they're just exported straight out under the setting of UE4 in Quixel Suite. So we'll go back and we'll do the RMA Packed one. So here we'll throw another car in that side. And there's a material here, but if there isn't one, obviously we can right click and create a material. So we'll open this one up, and same again, we'll just delete that one. So there's nothing assigned to the material at all. Just organize these windows a little bit. So again, we'll drag the Albedo in and we'll hook that up to base color. Normal map, we'll drag that one in and we'll hook it up to normal, and then we'll drag the reflection map in. And remember, what we need to do is use the channels from the reflection map. So what we want to do is we'll go the red channel. So R is roughness. So the second one, so RMA. So the green one is metallic. And blue, which is ambient occlusion. Hook that up and we'll click on save, which will apply it to the model, hopefully. And there we go. So it's exactly the same texture setup, just a different material. But what we have to do is just one final thing for it to be recognized as a mask. So what we need to do is double click the reflection map here, and we'll go up under compression settings and we'll change this to masks no sRGB. So we'll click that. It'll give you a little bit of warning, but we'll sort that out in a minute. And basically this turns off this under texture look, the sRGB, it will turn that off. So we just need to save that and we'll close that down. So we'll go into the material, and what we need to do is select this material and come down here. We'll go to under where it says sampler type in material expression texture base. We'll change this to masks and then we'll save it. And now we should get no more errors and everything should be fine. So we'll go in game and we'll have a look. So this is the RMA Packed version, and this is the other version. And obviously they look identical, but you're saving such a lot of texture space. It's much better to do the RMA Packed version from Quixel Suite than it is to do the standard setup. So I hope this video helped someone out, and please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.